What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Happening. Mike, didn't you say you wanted to start the show off or something?
Yes.
Hit that note again.
Woo!
One more time.
I told you so.
There you go.
I told you so. I told you so. But I just pass it to the one and only you because he's the one who said it first. But what did you talk about that bad boy wants to talk about? It's the trenches, bitches! The trenches! We tried to tell y'all it's the trenches! This is a new Atlanta Falcons team, but you didn't want to believe. We tried to tell y'all. Y'all said the Falcons neglected.
Well,
Y'all said the Falcons was
what?
neglecting the trenches. But guess what happened?
What?
They end up doing exactly what we thought they was going to do. We tried to tell you.
Yeah.
We tried to tell y'all. I tried to tell y'all. Look, there's a difference between elite skill and elite player. And the Falcons are not going to be out here spending money on guys that want solely money. So we tried to tell you. We tried to tell you. Jew has been telling you guys for the last, I don't know how long Jew been talking. Jew been saying this for how, look, maybe I just need to shut up and pass it to the pastor. Can I pass it to the pastor? Preacher Jew, can you go ahead and preach?
Pass it to the preacher.
There you go, Jew. There you go. Throw the mic to him.
Hold on, now you gotta drop it down like this. You gotta drop it down. You gotta drop it down like this.
Okay. There we go.
And you gotta catch it like, all right, there you go.
I only got one thing to do, y'all. I hope I see a lot of that this
season. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Do it again. There you go. There you go. You see that, right?
I hope I see a lot of that this season. Yeah, Matthew Judon, man. Hey, I've been saying this ever since I had my channel. Like the Matthew Judon, the trenches, bring in a player that can get after the passer. You need that. You need that closer, and we got it now. So, and he's a bona fide. Like we have somebody that's done it year after year after year. That's proven. So, plus we have the depth. So I like this move not only for the Falcons, you know, just like now for this season, but also you got Braylon Trice that can learn under Matthew Judon. You have the Zach Harrisons. You still have these younger guys that can learn from him. So that was a huge thing when we had the White Freeney in 2016. He was able to work with the guys that we had. We had guys like Courtney Upshaw, guys that had experience. So
a young Grady Jarrett that year. A young Grady Jarrett. He was young.
Yeah. Rasheed Hageman. Like we had guys, but we had veterans. We had the Jonathan Babineaus. We had, you know, those guys on the team, the Adrian Claibornes. So this is like the perfect move. This was the missing piece. I know everybody was talking about Justin Simmons, but this was the piece that we've been missing on this team. Now we can say we got somebody similar to a Johnny Abraham, somebody that you got a game plan for. Because I've been saying all off season, we're going to have to try to assimilate pressure. We're going to have to run games up front. We don't have a guy that can just win one-on-one every time or, you know, get into that type of combat, that hand-to-hand combat. Now we got somebody that you don't have to necessarily simulate pressure. You can just say, go out there and beat your man one-on-one. And Matthew Judon can do that. So I love this pickup, not only because he's a pass rusher, but also he's a guy that plays the run as well. So he's a 3-down lineman. So he's not a specialist. like guys like we've had in the past.
Wait. Hold on. Time out. Jew, I want you to say that one more time for the people in the back.
Yeah, he's not a specialist. He's a 3-down lineman. He can do it all. He's not just a one-trick pony like I'm a speed rusher. He gonna do it all. He gonna use power. He gonna use speed. He gonna stop the run. He gonna do everything. He's a bona fide playmaker. So this is what we needed.
Spent.
That's right there. That what 330 this is exactly what I was referring to when we was talking about. He's not a specialist. There are guys in the NFL with skills, special skills, and there's nothing wrong with having that skill, but you have to have the players around him to help bolster his abilities. This is why I always say, like in the NBA, you got guys like Dennis Rodman, who's a defensive specialist. He's a defensive rebounder. You got guys like Kyle Korver. He's a 3-point specialist. There's nothing wrong with happening. But it's very few guys in the league. They're not only good defensive guys, but they're good in the low post. They're good at shooting threes. Like Steph Curry is a perfect example of that. This dude can score on all 3 levels of the game. And now you have a guy on the defensive end that can not only do it with Grady Jarrett, but he doesn't need Grady Jarrett next to him to do it.
Mm-hmm.
This is why you give these guys $20 million. This is why you give Kirk Cousins the $40 to $50 million, because they can do it on all phases of the game. So just because you have an elite skill doesn't make you ready for that elite money.
Well, Jew, hey, you know you gotta pass that rock to your boy to Don. You gotta pass that rock.
Mm-hmm.
My James style right quick. Look. There you go. Get him with the no look.
Got it. Well, I love it. Judon, West Bloomfield alum. Hey, he could have went to Michigan, but he didn't have the grade, so he went to Grand Valley State. But hey, I love it. Again, like what Ju said, he a 3-down guy. He knows the 3-4 scheme that we run here in Atlanta, so he's gonna fit right in. We don't have to worry about him, learning a new scheme. And he's coming from experienced defensive guys like Wink Martindale and Bill.
Dean Pease. That's a question I got for y'all too. Do y'all think Dean Pease still has his fingerprints on his team?
He do, and then not only that, but just Terry understands like what we need, the identity of this defense. Even though we hired Raheem Morris and Jimmy Lake and these guys and Jerry Gray, we still gonna run our scheme. We have an identity of what we're gonna do on defense. So I know a lot of these guys are hurt about Simmons not coming here, but guys, in order to get picks, or to get interceptions, you have to disrupt the quarterback. If you don't disrupt the quarterback, if you don't have the quarterback in the backfield running for his damn life, he's not going to make mistakes like that. So we have to disrupt, and be deadly up front, which we are now with this piece. I love it. I can't ask for anything else different. I know a lot of people will, we should have got Hassan Reddick over Judon. Like, no, like Reddick is a specialist. Reddick, and I'm saying this with all respect and as I can, Reddick to me is a glorified Vic Beasley. All right. You look at the years when he was down there in Arizona, dude was down there a bust. All right. He went to Philadelphia, had an awesome year on a Super Bowl run year. Last year he kind of fizzled out a little bit. He still gave production, but look who he playing alongside. Jordan Davis, Fletcher Cox, Brandon Graham, and those guys. Like, now he's going to New York. He don't even want to be there. So what makes you think he want to be in Atlanta? We're gonna bring him here for 1 year and things don't go his way. He gonna damn leave. We want people that want to be here, who want to play, who want to bring a championship here to the city.
Mm-hmm. Well, Don, I'm waiting for the rock. You can go ahead and pass the low post to your boy. Well, we can't see you passing it to me, but let me know
Lobbed
when you
up.
got it.
I lobbed it
Lob
up.
it up.
There you go.
Wow, there you go. Let's go ahead and get into it. Hey, man, it like you said, y'all done hit everything. Three down linemen, complete lineman. Y'all don't mind if I look up some numbers for y'all right quick? It to me, this is the most important number to me. If y'all don't mind me looking up numbers, do you?
Go ahead, do your thing.
165 quarterback hits, 87 tackles for losses. All that's in 8 years.
Mm.
Hey, I'm down for it. Like I said Monday. The problem that I had with Hassan Reddick is how the hell you ask for a trade to go somewhere and then ask for a trade from the place that you just got traded from to get traded somewhere else. That's a character flaw right there in itself.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. But the main thing is the experience. Like you say, it's the ability to stop the run. It's the ability to play the pass. Like you said, proven Pro Bowler. Like you said, didn't necessarily, like you said, had great players around him, but didn't have caliber type players around him. And but like you said, we have to see how we got to let it play out first. But I feel better about this one than the year they got Dante Fowler. Let's just say that. I feel way better about this. Because with the Fowler thing he was a specialist in which we thought he could be an every down guy. This time they did it right. They got the guy who's complete and can mentor.
Yep.
Fowler came in as a
You got a
specialist.
lot of You said what, Mike?
I say he came in as a specialist.
Right. Exactly. But the thing is, with Fowler, he came in as a specialist, but we all thought that hopefully that he could be that every situation guy. Then we come to find out the only thing he's good for, that's all he could do. So, I'm down with it, 100%. Hey, man.
I know some people worried about last year. Some people worried about last year, and I'm like, okay, yeah, he was hurt. However, he started, I think he played in 4 games or something like that, and he still generated 4 sacks. Mm-hmm. So he still got a sack a game.
Right. Another point I kind of wanted to put out there is what we don't look at either is the Patriots were not playing with a lot of leads. And that's something that I pay attention to well. Like the year that Vic Beasley led the league in sacks, shouts out to him because that's still hard to do, no matter if you're playing with a lead or not. But he got that many more opportunities to rush the passer because teams were in obvious passing situations. Like the Falcons in 2016 would jump out to big leads where you could just pin your ears back. You don't even really have to play the run because the team is down so many possessions. They got to throw themselves back into the game by passing the ball. So Vic Beasley got that many more opportunities to rush the passer. If you look at Matthew Judon being with the Patriots, go look at their games. They weren't playing with a lot of leads. So those sacks that he's actually getting are legitimate. You know what I'm saying? They're legitimate. They're not like, okay, the team is down. They got to pass every play. So I'm just pinning my ears back and going after the passer. So that's another thing that you got to look at as well. Like, he's one of those guys, like I said, one-on-one, you don't really have to draw it up for him where it's some type of scheme. He's just a guy you say, go beat him with your moves. One-on-one, go beat the tackle and make a play. We don't, prior to him being here, we don't really have that. So that's really, the main thing that I'm focused on is we finally got a legitimate, when we say legitimate proven type dude, that's what I'm talking about. A dude that you can just say mano y mano, go dominate the opponent. And he's one of those guys that can do it where you don't have to necessarily scheme it up for him to get to the passer.
Biggest difference between an elite player and elite skill set. Elite players don't need scheme. Elite skill sets need scheme. Booyah. So let me ask everybody the question. And like I said, before I get to that, man, we didn't get to the roll call because we had a joyous concert at the beginning of the show, led by the vocals of Senator Mad Mike Sports. So, like you said, man, Jerome 6ix9ine, Brian Peoples, Sherman Wood, Auntie Pam is in here. Georgia, Texas boy, the smoke. We got the therapist, ATL, y'all. Dre Murphy, Sonia, John St. Clair, 3 Dirty. We got Trey in here, Eric Mack, Mucho, Michael Walker, and get a couple more in here. I said Quest. We got Tank and Southside. All right, so here's my question going into this move, and it actually ties into the topic for tonight. Who benefits the most out of this move in y'all case? Go ahead.
Offense.
Ooh, do
The
tell.
offense. The offense benefits the most from this because now you don't have to hold the ball for 15 minutes because you got a defense that can get the ball back in 3 possessions. So now they can do a lot of experimenting with the offense now, especially with guys like Bijan Robinson and Kyle Pitts. Now you can really be creative. Now you can be really aggressive because you can get the ball back now. You see how that works? This is why Kyle Shanahan comes up with a lot of exotic plays with guys like Debo Samuel is because now you can get the ball back. Anytime a coach knows he can get the ball back because he can get those 3 and outs, you can get those sacks, you can go deep down in the old bag of tricks like you always talk about. You can go deep down and throw the ball to a Darrell Mooney for just take a shot downfield just to be taking a shot. You can be aggressive because now you're not so caught up on, hey, I got to make I have to make every opportunity matter. I have to make the most of every possession. Now you don't have to be fine. Now you can take chances. See, this is the reason why you want those defensive specialists like that. So, like this Kirk Cousins is licking his fucking chops. He know he don't have to be perfect. He know he don't have to be perfect. He can check the ball down to a Bijan Robinson or a Tyler Algier in the flash. I don't have to be over because that's one thing being a quarterback position. Like you have to be fine and you have to be perfect. Not anymore.
Well,
I'm gonna say this. Another group that benefits from this is the secondary. Secondary is going to benefit from this, and like I said earlier, like you have another person that can get upfield and get a sack, or just pressure the quarterback. Quarterback gonna mess up. Hey, the ball is up for grabs. You get a pick. So again, thank you. Again, I think our secondary, they should benefit from this.
It's one player in particular when you said secondary. I was gonna say AJ Terrell. Now he can jump passes. He don't have to wait now. He don't have to worry about a double move because within 3 Mississippi, you know who's gonna be hitting the back of the head. So it's either gonna be a strip sack or it's gonna be that ball's coming out fast.
I'm gonna give you one better. I'm gonna give you one better. Is I'm not even gonna say AJ Terrell. Is either gonna be Troy Anderson or Clark Phillips, because normally when the quarterback try to hurry to get the ball out, he gonna try to throw it to the check down guy. And normally, you know, your nickelback or your linebackers they had the responsibility to cover those check down guys.
Yeah.
So
I say AJ Terrell just in particular because he ain't had any interceptions. So
we know he needs some interceptions. We know he needs.
we know he needs some, but like most times he don't really get targeted, but still, you know, I can in a situation like this, I can see a Clark Phillips can literally just snatch the damn ball and try to take it the other way.
Yeah, it'll be the whole secondary, but it's AJ Terrell that's doing like this right now. Because he know he's looking for a new contract. He know that ball's coming out fast. So that means, guess what? If we in the zone and my eyes is on the quarterback, I know he got to get that ball out of his hands, meaning I can take chances. I got Bates behind me, so I know I'm good. But last year would be times where we couldn't pressure the quarterback. So the secondary can only hold up for so many seconds before that quarterback back there scrambling around. You try to stay attached to the wide receiver, but you know in today's NFL, with the way that the rules are, you can't touch anybody. So we seen AJ Terrell literally get pushed out of bounds by Hopkins. He was right on him, but then he get pushed out of bounds, and then they get a touchdown. This year, you don't have time to even get that off because Judon somebody gonna be hitting the quarterback, like I said, in the back of the head before he can even think about scrambling or any of that. So I think it's really going to be the whole secondary in general, but I say AJ Terrell because we know he's the main person that everybody's been focusing on as far as he doesn't have any interceptions. He's going to have some interceptions this year just because his eyes are going to be on the quarterback in zone.
Man, you know what? I had an idea on who this would have benefited, but I can't say it now. Because all y'all said everything that I was gonna say. Now I ain't got nothing now. Nah, but for real though, yeah, you're right. Secondary can have the biggest benefit on this. I know I saw Tank say Grady Jarrett, but I know secondary has kind of been one of the talking points in this offseason about being the weak spot of this defense. But any football guru, aficionado, OG football watcher, the ones that love defense will tell you a dominant front seven can cover up a lot of deficiencies for a secondary that could be considered weak.
Amen.
Because because if your quarterback only has 2 seconds to get the ball out,
I think just made it a problem last year. Just picture him with less than 3 seconds to jump a route. Just think about that.
The only thing with AJ Terrell is he's going to get opportunities, but is he going to catch them? That's the problem. That's the next step. Is he going to catch them? He done about dropped a lot of them in the last couple years. But we got a couple folks in here, man. As y'all already know, we got the Terror twins, the cousins over here. We got Truth and the therapist in here. What's going on, fellas?
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, you can't ride along into the party, man. So what do you think about this move?
Oh yeah. It's pick your poison season. I love it. I love it. I'm with my brother Jew right there. I love it. I mean, like I said before, I want the quarterback to have a nervous breakdown on other teams. That's my wish for the season. And like Jew said, with this type of move, for all y'all know-it-alls out there that was careening for Justin Simmons, the Falcons got what they needed. Because let's be real, if the front seven gets home, the DBs don't have to work hard. The only time the DBs have to work hard is if they're the focus of the defense, and which all of you can agree for years, the defense. Linebackers wasn't tackling, and the front five wasn't getting home. Think about it like this. You got Contavious Street. You got Grady Jarrett. You got Matthew Judon. Just to name a few. Do you not understand the teams that are going to have to make business decisions on the first down? That's it, Mike. I want y'all to make sure y'all pass it. I said it before. Make sure y'all pass the collection plate to Jew Talk Sports.
Okay. Hold on. I'm glad you said that. But before we get the truth, let's count them down. Okay, you said Grady Jarrett.
Grady Jarrett. Contavious Street.
Matthew Judon. Zach
Eddie
Harrison.
Goldman.
Zach Harrison.
Zach Harrison.
Taquan Brown.
Taquan Brown.
Brandon Dorlins.
Brandon Dorlins. Drew K.
Woo!
Hold on. We not done yet. Zion
James
Lewis.
Smith Williams.
That boy.
James Smith Williams.
Yes.
And this is just a defensive line. This is just a defensive line.
This is a defensive line.
We ain't talking about. We ain't got the T1000.
We ain't got the.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't got the.
Not the Caden Ellis.
No.
Not the Arnold Ebiketie. Lorenzo Carter. Like you said,
yeah.
They got some decisions to make.
Yes. And the word for 2024 is rotation.
Oh, before we get to it, man, Truth, man, what's going on, man?
What's happening?
What's happening, man? How you doing, man?
Hey, man. Hey, I'm happy to listen. But listen, a move like that tells you direction that we're going in. A move like that tells you it's I think we're going. I ain't gonna say we're going all in, but we're betting high. They're addressing what needs to be addressed, and we got to get home to that quarterback. This team can get home to that quarterback. You give me two guys that have double-digit sack, and I can send you a trip later in January, the first weekend in February. I honestly believe with the makeup of this team, given that we don't have any significant injuries, we get a home playoff game. Get past that first home playoff game, everything kind of go into scramble mode. Have a couple teams. You may have a team that may be a possible high seed get knocked off. You may buck up into another home. I could see a possible Super Bowl. Said it. Yeah, I said it. Email it, exit, Instagram it, Facebook it. I said I could see a possible Super Bowl run. I didn't think we necessarily had that big of a hole on. I don't think we had that big of a hole where we made that trade at today. But I don't know much about the Judon brother, but we gave up a third-round pick. The third-round pick is a top 100 player coming out of the draft. So give him a third-round pick. That's telling this guy do some work. And hey man, hey, get it. Let's get it.
Hey, man.
You know something, and I know you guys spoke on it earlier, and I know the fact that the defense gives the coaches and the offensive coordinator license to be creative, y'all are going to see some disrespectful football from the Falcons. Because I asked this question earlier because somebody brought it up to my attention about, well, what about, what if something happens, with Pittsburgh or whatever? And my question to them is, number one, when you got a defense that's bolstered like this, and if everything goes where it's supposed to, who do you stop on offense? Because if y'all paid attention, Kyle Pitts is in rare form. When Jesse Bates can't stop him, you should be scared. Because I'm not taking away from any safety or any corner in the league, but you're gonna have to get creative. Because if they get creative with those guys on offense, it's gonna be a long day for a lot of teams.
Well, to answer that question, Pittsburgh first game. That is the first game. Pittsburgh. That's who we play.
Yes, Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh, yeah, Pittsburgh.
That means 16 more games.
How about to say you breaking up over there, Truth?
Okay. Y'all go ahead.
Yeah, I'm about to say Pittsburgh. So before we get to that Pittsburgh, let me go ahead and get to a couple of these comments. Atlanta Falcon fan Demon said the Judon move trims are cute. Corner coverage time from 7 down to 3 and 4. The pressure is up front. I see everybody, their mama still talking about Justin Simmons. I think Mucho asked about how much would they be paying him. Well, so since it's traded, Judon is in the last year of his deal, so his money is up
to about 6.5 somewhere in there.
What I saw 6.5.
6.5. Yeah, that makes sense. So that means they gonna have to trim some fat to make room for him too.
Yeah.
So it actually kind of leads into the main topic of tonight, which is the Falcons Ravens preseason game number 2. So with this move in this game, who do you think is really on the hot seat?
It's a couple
based
guys
on this move.
It's a couple guys.
In terms,
Go ahead.
I would say D'Angelo Malone. He's one of those guys where I'm looking at it like he might be cut on. He might one of those guys to get cut. But just what you guys listing all of those guys that we have in the front 7, he's not going to be the only one that's going to get cut. So these preseason games are actually important for these backup guys to kind of prove that that they need to be on this team, whether it's the 53-man roster or whether it's the practice squad. Because some of these guys will be practice squad guys, but he's the main guy that I can say he's going to be in trouble because he hasn't carved out a role outside of special teams. He hasn't carved out a role on the defensive side. So I don't know how they feel about him outside of, I know the last regime with Arthur Smith and with the last crew that we had on the defensive side of the ball, they really didn't play him a whole lot. He's been mainly a special teams guy. I could see him being one of those guys that could be in trouble in this front 7 because we're just, like y'all mentioned, we're 10 deep at that, and on a game day, how many really can you dress as far as those guys in the trenches? Yeah, you're going to be able to rotate them guys, but everybody ain't dressing on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? So I think that I'll say he's the main guy that I would say he's definitely on the hot seat. Like unless he just go crazy over these last couple preseason games, I don't really see him being on this team because he's just mainly a special teamer. Meaning some of these guys that's currently going to be on the roster are going to have to play special teams. If you guys notice, AK was playing special teams on during the last preseason game. But the reason I think that they're doing that is they're preparing them for the season. So I don't really think that it's a issue that AK is in trouble for being cut or anything like that. I think that they're trying to put some of these starters out there because they're going to have to play special teams as well, because the guys that we've been using mainly as special teamers are probably going to get cut because you're not going to have enough space. If they don't have a role on defense, if you can't do both, you're going to get cut. So you better be able to play special teams and carve out a role on the defensive side if you want to make the 53.
Hold on. I want to add a question to that too. Do you think that this could possibly set up the departure of Grady Jarrett this year?
I don't think it'll happen this year. Yeah,
he's not valuable as a community guy for the Falcons to pass on him. That's the thing. Grady's like he's strong in this Falcons. Like Julio Jones wasn't a guy who was strong in the community like Grady Jarrett. Like Grady Jarrett he's valuable as a community guy. He's exactly what you look for in a guy that's going to be that. I guess the right word for it is just like the Martin Luther King of an organization, so to speak. Where it's like you look at him, it's like if you wanna kind of figure out what a guy's all about, it's great. What an organization is about, it's Grady Jarrett, and he exemplifies everything that you want in a player. So
heart and soul.
Guys like that, he's the heart and soul of it, just like his pops. Like you look at Dizzy Togo, like you look at him, that was the heart and soul of that Atlanta Falcons team, the heart and soul of that defense. Like he was that guy. So it's anchor. I don't see him. Grady, they'll let guys on the offense side go before a Grady Jarrett is gone, unless Grady Jarrett just says, "All right, I need my money, and I want my money." He's going to be an Atlanta Falcon.
Grady Jarrett is that anchor. When you hear a lot of people say it, and even when some of these guys are coming in now, what do they say? This is Grady's team. That's the first thing about it. That the first and last thing. This is Grady's team. No matter who come in here, it don't matter if you're a Pro Bowler or not. They understand this man is the central focus of this team.
Yeah, he's the leader. He's the leader of this team, Kay. So it's similar to like a Udonis Haslem with the Miami Heat. When he was there, even as he got older, everybody had respect for him because they knew he had been there from the beginning. He was one of the pillars. So Grady's one of the pillars, not only just in this Falcons organization, but like in that locker room. He's the leader.
Okay.
I'm about 5 seconds to going the fuck off. I really am.
What's wrong?
Why the fuck are we still crying about this goddamn judge? Well, he's been at home for 2 years.
Oh Jesus!
What makes him so valuable for the Atlanta Falcons? We already got him.
I said that earlier. I said it.
We already have him in Jesse Bates. You want to bring in another Jesse Bates? For what?
And ain't nothing wrong with Jesse Bates. Jesse Bates is doing good.
Goddamn moment, okay? What's that?
Blood pressure, Mike. Blood pressure.
Why are we still crying about a man who been sitting at home for a year and a half? We gotta have him. For what? What the hell he gonna do for the Atlanta Falcons that we haven't already got and we haven't already seen? We already have a defensive back in AJ Terrell, who's an elite coverage guy, both zone and man. He's great. He's a great tackler. He's physical. And then you got Jesse Bates. It ain't a damn thing that Jesse Bates can't do. And we trying to bring in another one of him. For what? And spend another $8 million when we can turn around and give that same $8 million, give AK an opportunity, give Brandon Dorless an opportunity. We can give Caden Ellis an opportunity to come off the edge, or we can give Troy an opportunity to come off the edge. But we trying to bring in Simmons for what? Look like Jesse Bates. We already got a high yellow man, and his name is Casey Washington. He yellow as hell.
Now you know.
So tell me what's the benefit of the Atlanta Falcons spending $8 million on Justin Simmons for a guy that he's already doing exactly what the play we got. So somebody explain that to me. Because I'm still trying to figure that out.
It's called popularity over production. Y'all want, and I said it to people on Twitter, and you know who you are. Y'all want the popular name so that we can be popular in the eyes of the media and the NFL. I want production. I want wins. I want touchdowns. I want quarterbacks having to make business decisions with their family members. I don't give a damn about popularity. We can get popular when we hoisting that Lombardi. Y'all want a cute Falcons team. We've been cute and losers for the last 10 years.
I want some ugly Negroes. I want some Dennis Rodman. I want motherfuckers that like they fat 300 pounds. Look, they mama don't like them because they ugly. I want some of them. I don't need no more high yellow dudes on my team no more. I need them to get it. Why are we so obsessed with guys that gotta get in us? Every time one of these guys is available, we gotta go out and give up all these draft picks and all this money for guys we already have that. What's the benefit? Jude,
Hold on. We gotta get truth in on this. But I gotta ask the chat a question about the Justice 7th thing. I'm gonna ask this again. With the trade with Judon, what are you willing to do to make the room for Justin Simmons? Because you have to think about it now. By bringing in Matthew Judon, you specifically shrink your cap. You're damn near barely passing 1 million now. This is why I asked the question about Grady Jarrett. So I ask y'all the question. Are you willing to bring in Justice Simmons make room for Justice Simmons by letting go of Grady Jarrett, Tyler Algier, and maybe a couple other players? That's for the chat to give me an answer on. But truth, who do you think has the most pressure now after bringing in Judon? What are you looking for in this Falcons-Ravens preseason game coming up Saturday?
Well, to answer your question, because sometimes I don't pay attention, is Taylor Heineke still in Atlanta Falcons?
Yes, he is.
How much do we shave by giving him his pink slip?
I think it's like 1 million. It's not much.
Okay.
Because since he took the pay cut to stay here, it cuts that in half.
I'm not a salary cap guy. Hey, man, that's why Terry Fund don't get paid the big bucks. So I'm going to go to your second question. First thing I'm going to do is I want to get out of there healthy. I don't care about a fashion show or looking good. I don't care about winning. in losing a preseason game. I want to see some continuity on the offensive side of the football. I want to um, see if we can get home because the ones are going to play this weekend, right?
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I want to see some chemistry. I think the line. I'm not worried about the line. All those guys is returning. I want to see. Is Kirk playing at all this preseason, or we just gonna rock?
Probably not.
Okay.
Probably.
Well, I want to see what Mike Penix looked like with the ones, just in case. In a perfect world, if Mike Penix don't throw a pass this year, we looking good. Believe it or not, I know a lot of people probably trigger somebody's PTSD by me saying that. But if Mike Penix don't throw a pass this year, we on the uptick there. So I want to see continuity, precision, chemistry, and health.
Mm. I like that. I like that. That I know a lot of people kind of complained about that field down in Miami. That
Oh man,
field,
that field is they need to throw that whole field away. That field is about 60 years old. I mean, it has so many like, bro. Just I don't know. That field is old, man, and they can't keep putting a band-aid on it. And that's all they've been trying to do is put a band-aid on it. But
okay, that, like you said, it was too many injuries coming into that first game.
I mean, damn, I was like, if one more person go down, I'm gonna lose my shit. You know.
Right.
But what a lot of people and I alluded to this after the game on Friday. Brothers and sisters, y'all got to understand. You got 90 bodies that you send to camp. Not everybody. You're not going to bring when camp ends. It's not going to be 90 healthy bodies. That's just what you want to do is you want to try to minimize it, and hopefully none of your major heavy hitters, no pun intended, none of your major no heavy hitters get go down. We don't need nothing to happen to one of seven. Any of these seven players go down, we up shit creek without a paddle. And I'm gonna name 3 on offense and 4 on offense and 3 on defense. Of course, your signal caller, your primary running back, your tight end, and your receiver. As far as the skill guys, you don't want neither one of them linemen to go down. But I'm just talking about from a skill position wise. Of course, you don't want to see nobody like Lindstrom go down. Then on the defensive side, you want to keep Grady Jarrett healthy. Jarrett and the other big guy we got from New Orleans, I'm your mama. What's his name?
On your mama. On your mama.
On your mama. Yeah.
Okay. Bates, AJ Terrell, and let's keep it. We look, man. The key thing is you don't want certain guys to go down. I said 7. Obviously, it's more than 7. Well, you just don't want key guys to go down. That's it. A lot of teams get crippled by injuries early. They be behind the 8 ball early. But on the same token, that's why that's why you scout. That's why you draft. And y'all know me. The coach and me always say next man up, but you also got to take a realistic approach. So we want folks to stay healthy. I'm gonna keep preaching that health. I mean, if we lose to the Ravens 44 to nothing, just go on and let the guys tell let those PTSD sufferers tell us. I told you so about Lamar Jackson, and we just as long as we leave healthy.
Mm. Let me also say this too. Just read
I
this
forgot
article.
I forgot about Lamar. I swear to God, I forgot he's gonna be in the building. Jesus Christ.
Look, no, I'm about to say I just read an article from it was on Bleacher Report. So after the Matthew Judon trade that we just had today, this puts the Falcons in the red of 11 million. So
Somebody gone.
somebody's gone, long
Either
gone.
somebody gone or
Let me
somebody
ask y'all
about to.
something. Let me ask y'all something. The cap experts. How does that work? Do we have to start the season off not in the
You gotta
red?
have money. You gotta have money regardless. In
See
order to
the
have anything, you like in order to because guys are going to get hurt during season, and you gotta be able to have money to. So it's either two things: somebody's gone because of a trade or cut, or somebody's about to get extended. One of the two, extended or they're about to get a new contract.
right.
Whether that's for the organization or for that person. But
If it's my
something
guess,
is about to be
if it's my guess, if that's what's gonna happen, Mike, if it's my guess, they already got that worked out. I'm pretty sure that was worked out before they popped the trade for Judon. If that's the case, and that's probably the most logical. Oh boy, it's making me think hard now because could we possibly, K-Style, why you ask that question about Grady Jarrett, man?
Like I said,
Grady.
man.
No. Grady ain't look, we can I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Don't worry about Grady. Grady
Okay.
ain't going nowhere. Anybody that even think that, I'm telling you right now, you're wrong. Don't even bring up Grady Jarrett. He's not going to be in anything anytime soon. What we need to be focused on is two things. Two things. Okay? Listen carefully what I'm talking about. AJ Terrell.
Yep, he's the next guy I was
Okay?
thinking.
He's the guy, or Jake Matthews, one of those guys' contracts either going to be restructured or they're going to be extended, if not both.
God damn, boy, Lord have mercy. You think Jake will do it for like the sixth time? I mean,
Yeah,
Hey,
His dad plays that he was goddamn Methuselah. Like,
look. I'm gonna tell you right now. And Heineke, he gone. Heineke gone. The water boy more valuable than Heineke right now.
Grady ain't going nowhere now, no time soon. Like, you don't bring in a Matthew Judon just to get rid of Grady Jarrett. That like from a coaching standpoint, that's the most idiotic shit you can ever think about.
You know what? I don't see them making no moves on the offense because they want to make sure they protect Kirk Cousins. They want to make sure that $90 million investment is protected. So it's going to be somebody else. I don't think it's going to be Heineken. It might be Terrell. They might do some restructuring. But if you're going to let somebody go, you need to let Heineke go first.
Because you gotta.
Please don't let it be Tyler Algier.
Oh, he out of here.
Oh, he's gone.
He's gone.
He gone.
You bring in a Matthew Judon, a contract has to go, and that's what I'm trying to tell people. A contract has to go when you bring in a guy like that.
At least 5 of them. Like you said, if you're 11 million in the red, at least 5 contracts got to be gone. And the thing about it is, those 5 contracts have to have some type of value that you can get on your return investment. And unfortunately, Tyler Algier is one of them. Like you said, you may have other guys. Troy Anderson might be another one.
It might be Caleb. Like I said, Caleb McGarry might be one of those guys because his contract, I think he got like a 2 years left on his contract past this year. So it's like he's one of those. A contract has to go when you bring in a guy of that value of Matthew Judon.
Mm-hmm.
Good news is it won't happen immediately. It won't happen immediately. So
it won't happen immediately. Right.
Yeah, it won't happen immediately. So what that means is win this year. Period. That's why I be saying when you go make this move for Matthew Judon, you're winning. We're trying to win now. When you win and got Kirk Cousins, you're trying to win now. So you just got to go out there and win. Period. It ain't about like eventually Tyler Algier will be gone. That's why they drafted Jason McClellan. And that's why you got guys like Carlos Washington. That's why they're grooming people behind it, because we know Bijan's he's just got here. So Bijan is here. We got Tyler Algier, but I keep saying win while you got him right now. While we still got Tyler Algier, we need to win within the next 2 years of Super Bowl. Like you were saying, OG, we got to win now. That's the point, because Judon's going to get extended. For those who think it, when he said Judon, the reason Judon wanted to get out of New England because he wanted a new contract. They didn't want to pay it, which makes sense because they're in a full rebuild in New England. So it made sense for them to tear the whole thing down. Why keep a premier pass rusher with nothing around them? Like the Patriots are basically, they don't got nothing. They don't have no offense whatsoever. So they're like, we got Matthew Judon. Yes, he's worth the money, but he's on a team that's at a bottom feeder. So they're like, let's do him a favor, get him up out of here. And they really did him a favor to send him to a team that's has a chance to win the division and win now. So they're like, okay, we sit over here. Like you said, OG, they've already talked with New England and already talked with Matthew Judon and their representatives and said, look, this is what we're willing to offer you, because per the, looking on Twitter and per all of these different sources, they're saying that Chicago was another team. It was between the Falcons and Chicago that was going to get Matthew Judon in this trade. So I'm assuming whatever we negotiated, he liked what we were saying more than Chicago, because to me, Chicago is an appealing, you be across from Montez Sweat. So what that told me is, for some reason, he wanted to come to Atlanta, and that's probably because of the contract talks and things of that nature. He feel like we're a little bit closer to winning. So whatever we do, I feel like AJ is going to be that guy that's going to possibly get extended as well to make the space for, to pay Judon, pay AJ, and then like Mike said with Jake Matthews, keep re-brokering his deal. All we doing is giving him his money up front. Look, we don't go ahead and give you a bonus and kick this can down the road. That's
there you go.
Brady's not going to.
Whoa. Time out. Rewind. Flag on the play. Challenge flag. Chicago Bears again.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't this like the sixth pass rusher that we done battled for to get here?
We know them people in Chicago, except for Jew and his family, they the smart people up there. All right, it's not a lot of smart people in Chicago. Okay, I think we know that, but look, I don't know what. How many damn pass rushers y'all gonna get?
They're doing that because they're trying to bolster the career of who they just got. You already know.
Miss Thing ain't gonna look. Miss Thing Junior, okay. He gotta actually get on the field first, okay. I don't care about him and his fingernail polish, okay.
You know exactly what that's about. That's a publicity stunt. That's what they're doing.
Man, did you call that man Miss Thing Junior, bro?
Yeah, he did. Yes, he did.
You got a better word for it?
His name is Candace Williams. I'll keep telling y'all that. We're not doing this.
Oh boy.
I like Candace. I like
Candace
What I don't want us to be the Rams. I don't want us to go all in and be asked out for 3 to 4 years after we win the Super Bowl. I want us to still be a player. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, and I don't want folks to get me wrong. Raheem said he's going to steal aspects from the Rams because that was a team that, quote unquote won. But what I believe he's going to take from it is he still has in the back part of his mind what worked in 16, what didn't work in 16. Because remember when he first got here, the first thing he said, yes, that season stung because we were just that close to winning. We just couldn't get over the finish line. So he's undoing some of the dumb stuff that happened, or he's trying to undo some of the dumb stuff that happened. So now they're trying to make smarter decisions going forward. They're playing the long game. And like Ju said, if this don't tell you win now, I don't know what you've been looking at. This ain't we gonna sit and hopefully see if we gonna get to the play. They ain't thinking about the playoff. They trying to win it all. They not waiting around trying to see who gonna get better. If you not, what did he say when he came in on the video? If you don't work out here, we will find a team that will work for you. In other words, we getting people that's gonna get us to the finish line and over the hump now. Period. They not playing with nobody. From the head coach on down to the water boy, they not playing with nobody. So if you ain't ready to play ball to include extending your contracts or making room for the next man, you're gonna have to go. Simple as that.
Okay, hey Jude. So Jude, for this game on Saturday, man, what are you looking for as far as the Falcons? Well, what is your expectations for this game going into this game?
So just like OG said earlier, you just want to get out of the game healthy. And in the preseason, you're just looking for depth. That's all you're looking for. When I was watching the game last Friday, I was just looking at who was making plays, where's the depth going to be found. You know, the Kevin King making an interception, the Antonio Hamilton, because you're looking for that fourth, fifth corner. You're looking for guys because eventually during the season, somebody's going to go down. Somebody's going to get nicked up. They might not get hurt for the season, but they might sprain an ankle, meaning, you know, knock on wood, you're going to need somebody to be your second corner for 2 to 3 weeks. And do you have somebody that can step up, or is the drop off huge? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that's in this preseason is like really, really big for like a lot of people don't like the preseason, but I think it's really big for those guys that are not starters, guys that are trying to cut their teeth in the NFL because because if you get cut, guess what? It's your career is not necessarily over because another team can pick you up. So I'm just looking at who is going to step up and take advantage of these opportunities. Who can take the ball away? Who can make tackle consistently? Like that one guy, Mutin, the linebacker, number 45, he was making plays. I was looking at him. He could be a guy to make the practice squad or be like a borderline, you know, on the 53. That's what you're looking for. You're just trying to stay healthy. You're trying to look competent, as OG said. You want to look like you know what you're doing out there. But you're trying to find those other guys, those other gems that if somebody goes down, God forbid, whether it's the season or whether it's for a few games, you got somebody that you can plug and play. So that's really what I'm looking for. I'm just looking for guys to be competent and who's going to take advantage of this opportunity to show us something. Because you can carve a role out for yourself. I don't know if you guys remember Victor Cruz from the Giants, the wide receiver.
Yeah.
That's how he cut his NFL. I was just watching the preseason game. He was out there balling out. Nobody knew about him like that. He ended up having a nice NFL career, but he was not a high draft pick. He was just one of those guys that balled out during the preseason games, and he ended up becoming a household name. He was one of those guys that was a starter, won a Super Bowl with the Giants, and everybody knows him now, but prior to him playing in those preseason games, nobody knew who he was. So that's what I'm looking for. What guy's going to step up? The Carlos Washingtons, I've been watching him. The Jason McClellans, the guys we picked up, because these battles, as I talked about those camp battles, you're not going to be able to keep everybody, but you want to see who can back up a Grady Jarrett, who can back up a James Smith-Williams, or whoever these guys are, because as you heard Raheem Morris say, we're looking for guys that to play a particular role. So that's what I'm mainly looking for is who can step up, because it's gonna be next man up at some point during the season. Somebody gonna go down. That's just the nature of football.
And Pandemic here said, Raheem said, looking for guys that we could use in multiple ways. Yeah, right. But it's very interesting too, because like you said, Victor Cruz wasn't even drafted.
Yeah.
And it's kind of weird. It's kind of interesting too that this news with Matthew Judon came out literally a couple days ago, where they ended up picking up Jakeem Grant. Special teams extraordinaire. Just can't stay healthy, but we'll see how that goes. To me, what I'm looking for in this game, like you said, outside of the healthy part, because I think everybody's going to make an emphasis on that. The guys that struggled in the first one, like the Blairs and I mean nobody gives a fuck about Taylor Heineke right now because I told you he's sandbagged that game. But you're looking for guys to step up as far as like you said, Blair. Who was that number 41 cat? Who was that number 41 cat that
Lucas
everybody got
Dennis.
mad over? Yeah,
Lucas Dennis.
Lucas Dennis. Like you said, you're looking for these guys. Okay, you had a bad showing. How you gonna come into the next game? Like you said, I
Mm-hmm.
want to see a little bit more of Michael Penix. Like you said, he played a quarter and a half. You're gonna want to at least see him in a full half or maybe 2.5 quarters. I want to see a little bit more of him. Like I said, you want to give the opportunities. Let James McClellan get him some more burn out there. Carlos Washington. I want to see J.D. Bertrand continue because J.D. Bertrand had a hell of a game again in the first game. Outside of getting his helmet dribbled off the damn turf, but we will live with those plays right there because he at least tried to make the damn tackle. Can Kevin King has his redemption tour because remember when they Falcons signed Kevin King, a lot of Falcon fans were looking like no, bro, we can't do this. What are y'all doing? Then he ended up getting an interception in the game. Now everybody looking at him like, could he possibly be QB2? I mean CB2? But you want to have the continuation of getting better. That's all I'm looking for. I don't look at preseason games for wins. That's the wrong mindset to have. As football fans, preseason ain't about winning games. Preseason is about staying healthy, building the culture, building the chemistry. And that's all. That's all I'm looking for.
Preseason games ain't nothing but an exhibition.
Mm-hmm.
And it tells you, like you said, chemistry. It tells you who wants it, who don't want it, and and also speaks to how the coaching is doing. That's it. We How many times have we seen NFL teams kill it in the preseason games and get into the regular season and their season is trash because they trying to be the hype team for the beginning of the season. And when it really comes down to it, the team has no chemistry, players don't know what they're doing, and the coaching staff just ain't hitting on nothing. We've been there, done that.
Look, what the preseason is nothing more than a job application.
Mm-hmm.
Some organizations read the job applications and others don't. And
Mm-hmm.
this is why guys like Matthew Judon end up going through and end up being elite players because you don't look at the fifth round pick. You've already made your decision on who you're going to hire.
Mm-hmm.
Matthew Judon was a fifth round pick. Nobody thought he would be who he is today. So when we talk about guys like Kevin King, Taylor Heineke, Brock Purdy, all these guys, like nobody cares about these guys. But these are the guys that end up being the elite players because you looked at this guy, he had one good talent, and you passed on it because he didn't run a 4.43 or he didn't have the elite size. So for me personally, what I always look at it, look, I'm looking at guys with one particular skill. If I can figure out what you are as a coach, I can make something happen with that. This is what happened to Tom Brady. This is what happened to Matt Ryan. One of the greatest one of the greatest mistakes of one of the greatest coaches of all time, he said himself, is passing up on Matt Ryan. Because he looked at Matt Ryan, he didn't blow you away with the combine numbers. He decided to go with the freak athlete and end up missing on Matt Ryan. And Miami now can we say they finally got over that? But like it took them then 20 years to get past the passing up on Matt Ryan. So Don't be looking at these guys as looking at guys because he run a 4.2 and a 4.3, and his combine numbers are insane. I don't care nothing about that. I'm looking at the guy on the field who playing with energy. I'm looking at the guy who playing who he's hurt. He ticked up, he nicked up his ankle, and he's still on the field playing mud and dirt all on his jersey. It's like these are the guys that I'm paying attention to. I can give two shits about what the guy looked like and how many yards he got. I want to see the guy would do. I want to see the guy that's going all out and he's making the difference. That's what I'm focused on.
Mm. So essentially, what you're saying is the skill is more important than the potential.
I've always believed that. I've always believed that the skill is actually more important than the potential, because everybody got potential. If you're in the league, everybody got potential, but not everybody have the same skills.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Right. So, anybody else got something they want to get off as far as this game? I guess we go ahead and start taking some questions here from the chat. This is the Q&A part now. So, like you said, we got about 5 to 10 more minutes. So we're gonna let y'all go ahead and fire away some questions, and we'll go ahead and answer them to our best of our ability. Let's see. So pretty much a lot of people. So Jerome here says if we can extend AJ, that frees up money. Extend Bates and Lindstrom an extra year. That done up to free up 20.
Hell no. You doing no. You trying to extend every damn body. He sound like goddamn Tommy Dimitrov. Hell no. Absolutely not. Extend one player. You trying to extend the whole goddamn roster. This is how we got in it. This is exactly how we got into trouble. We extended Julio Jones when he didn't need to be extended. He should have waited his opportunity. We extended Jake Matthews and we extended Matt Ryan. That's 3 contracts. That's how we got in this mess.
Let me ask a question. Is Chris Lindstrom's new deal start this year, right?
It starts next. I think it might start this year. I think it's this year. I think it started this year. Not mistaken.
Why would I extend somebody that just got paid?
It's because everybody's so quick to try to free up money so they can bring in the next superstar. Like you don't have to do. If you develop this is why you need coaching. This is why you need coaching, so you won't have to continuously every 2 years extend somebody. So his contract starts this year. I think he make like 17, 18 million this year. Right. So why would you're giving essentially what you're doing, you're taking, I want people to understand what this is. You're taking money from the future. This money ain't free. Every year you'll have a specific number every year. Sometimes it changes, but it changes maybe 2 to 3 million. But it doesn't change often. So when we talk about when you extend guys, you're taking money from this particular for right now, like the last year, for example. AJ is in his last year. So last year's deal. He's getting that money this year. But that money, when we extend him, is that the money that we taking from 20, 25, and 26? That's the money that you're taking from those years. So this money is not something that's free. I want people to really understand this money ain't free. This is money that you're taking from the future, 26, 27, 28.
And you got to be careful about extending people too, because we don't know who's going to step up during the season. And you got to remember now, when you got these guys that are being developed and they step up, once they get to a certain level, they're gonna want to get paid.
One, you just said something right there. What if a guy you extend end up getting hurt after you extend him?
Devontae Freeman.
Yeah, that's money gone.
So now you done gave a guy $15 million that's not gonna be no good for you in 25 and 26. So you got to be real careful about why you extending. And this is how organizations get in trouble. This is exactly how they get in trouble because you're so anxious. This is what happened to Julio Jones. Julio Jones started to deteriorate. We extended him. If we would have waited a 1 year, he would have got that money. And we would have kept a lot. We would have been able to give Calvin Ridley that money and ship Julio Jones off. And we wouldn't have been in this problem.
Yeah, but them hamstrings didn't extend, I'll tell you that much.
All right, let's see what we got here. Like we got a guest on here.
Sorry, we were so busy, bro. We were so busy. Oh my God, we were so busy.
What's going on, man? How you just getting out? You just finally getting it out?
We still here. Just closed up.
Oh man. Hey, it's all good, man. Like you said, I'm glad you're here. Let the people know who you are, man. Let everybody know who you are, man.
All right, my name is Jimmy. I'm the owner of Grand Slam Pizza, the home of the oxtail and the grilled pizza.
Okay.
Right here.
Right.
And I'm a big Falcons fan.
Yeah, I heard. I ain't hear shit you heard about the Falcons. Yeah, I want to be this guy.
Yeah, I heard.
You got some deals, boy? You got some deals with the heavy hitters? You can give us some coupons or something?
Bro, I got that oxtail pizza. It's a heavy hitter all by itself, bro. That oxtail pizza, bro, it's phenomenal. It went viral. It's phenomenal, dog.
Okay.
That man said oxtail pizza. I ain't never had it, but it sound intriguing.
Bro,
let me ask you a question. Do those oxtail pizzas come with a free blanket and a pillow?
Bro, we need to learn CPR. We keep selling them, bro.
The
guy ate it so fast today, he had a nosebleed. I said, you know what, bro? We probably need to get some doggone CPR training.
Not the nosebleed.
Yeah, man. Yeah. People in chat. Yeah, he said oxtail pizza.
Look.
All right. So Jimmy, glad you finally made it. Like I said, we got about 15 minutes left in the show. Like I said, I know you was pretty busy, but I know you've heard the news of Matthew Judon.
Yeah.
Correct. How do you feel about that, man?
Bro, I got mixed emotions, bro. It can go either way, dog. You know, the Falcons, I'm sure y'all already talked about the Super Bowl and how it's Falcons. We get excited just to get let down. He said no.
Nope, we don't talk about that around here, these boys. Nope.
I done watched the Super Bowl about 10 times right now, bro. I'm about Super Bowl down now.
But they lost a lot of fan base off of that too, bro. They really did. But we're gonna get it back this year. I think I'm thinking that this year gonna be our year, bro. I really do. I say that every year, but I really think this year gonna be our year.
Okay. So what do you think? How do you feel about the acquisitions that we've seen so far leading up to the second preseason game? Well, that makes you feel like this is our year.
Well, I don't think they showed us everything yet. I think they still. I think they haven't showed us all the weapons yet. I think we're gonna see it in the first game, dog.
Okay.
Everything in the first game. I think they really holding back right now. I think.
I kind of agree.
I mean, I definitely do agree with that. Just for the simple fact that you don't, like you said, you don't want to show your hand too early.
Right.
And it's the preseason. You don't want to show your hand. Be like, okay, this is what we do right here. Nope, we're gonna keep it this way. So we like, yeah, we got you.
Yeah, you know, it's like playing spades. You got the big joker, you got the other big joker. Look, you just read it out.
That boy like.
I
I bet you don't put that thing down.
Yeah.
Wow, right there. Big
Person
joke.
besides just trying to look at how many spades you got, what you cutting, bro. You ain't showing them everything, bro. You got it in your hand. We just got to play our cards, bro. We just got to play our cards right. That's all.
Hey man, hey.
Can I say something real quick? I don't mean to be disrespectful when I say this, but and bear with me when I say this.
All right.
K-Style, I know K-Style is not gonna like when I say this.
Dang, bro.
Go ahead.
So
Going.
when I first looked at you, I said, "Who the hell did he look like?"
Oh yeah, I hear it all the time.
So do you get compared to Rerun all the time? Because
Oh my goodness.
and I don't mean to be disrespectful. I don't mean to be, but I was like, this mother, does he look like? Am I tripping? Do he look like Rerun?
Wait a minute. I don't look like.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
All right. I say I apologize. That came out disrespectful, but I was bored.
No. Straight. You straight. Now I don't mean to be disrespectful either.
No, it's all good, man. We like to have fun right here, man.
I'm gonna tell you who you look like, though.
Oh God, I'm scared.
Nah, I'm just messing with you, bro.
Look. All you gotta do is when he said that, that's how you tell him he looked like Russell Gage with his eyes bulged.
Whoa! I knew he was gonna do that. See, K-Style, he don't. See, K-Style, oh boy, oh my God.
That's all.
I already know.
That man said I look like Russell Gage. I get that all the time. I always get the Russell Gage, and I guess I don't see it. I don't see it.
Be on Hollywood. Be on Dad, the one that be on Hollywood.
Oh
With Kevin Hart in them.
Oh Lord.
Oh no!
Like JB Smooth.
Yo, hey man. No, boy. That's hilarious. Oh, I did not see that one. What? I like that.
But like I said, man, it's all fun. Like I said, I know you've been late. So, like I said, if we got another opportunity for you to come on, like I said, whenever you got chance, hey, it's all open to you. But But yeah, like you said, man, before we get up on out of here, I want to get your thoughts on what you're expecting for this preseason game Saturday against the Baltimore Ravens.
The Ravens is a good team. I think we're going to be able to contain Lamar, but we ain't going to be able to stop him. I think we'll be able to contain him where he won't. They probably won't show everything Lamar is doing as well. They don't want to get him hurt before the season starts. Even if he play, he probably just play a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to judge the whole season off of any preseason game because, like I said, they got the space in the hand, bro. They're just not showing their hand yet. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm really.
Boom! They're gonna cut this season, bro. I'm telling you, they're gonna cut.
So what you think about Michael Penix, man? What you think about Michael Penix?
I don't know enough about Mike, to be honest with you. To be perfect honest with you, I don't know a lot about Mike.
Okay.
To give him an honest opinion, I can only go by hearsay. I don't know a lot about Mike.
Okay, I mean that's cool. That's cool because, like you said, the thing about it is with Kirk Cousins here, as long as Kirk Cousins stay healthy and everything goes the right way, you may not see Mike this year. No,
right,
which is going to be a good thing for him.
I don't think Kirk gonna make it all 4 seasons. I think he probably do 2 seasons if he does those 2. I don't think he'll make his whole contract. So we'll probably see Mike a little sooner than I seen him in warm up. He looked good in warm up, but
Hey, that's all good.
Right.
That's warm up. So
But we're gonna go ahead and start getting on up out of here, man. Like I said, Jimmy, like you said, the next opportunity we have is gonna be open for you because I know, like you said, you were busy today and we understand it. So let the people know once again where your restaurant located at and what are y'all serving? 'Cause I'm
Slam.
getting
We are located in Kennesaw, 3055 North Main Street. It's almost near downtown Kennesaw. We home of the oxtail and the griot pizza. Griot is a Haitian dish. It's pulled pork.
Oh man, what?
Beside anybody that's Haitian that's listening, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about.
My nephew Haitian. His pop Haitian. So yes,
No,
ooh,
exactly.
that
I,
sounds good. Yes, I
Griot,
know. Yes.
you know what I'm talking
I
about.
grew up around some Haitians, so yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Oh, we got the Caribbean flavor pizza, bro. We got jerk pizza.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
You
so we got,
speaking my language.
yeah, we got
Boy, do I need to have? Do I need to bring my blood pressure pills when I come down there? Cause damn, that sounds good.
Lord,
Yeah,
Lord.
jerk chicken pizza. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
Mhm.
sounds. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't know
like,
what I'm
we gonna have to take a trip. We gonna have to take a trip.
we taking a road trip up there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, we are.
Look. I used to live in Austell. I know it's Kennesaw right over right next door.
Oh yeah, definitely. Hey, look. We. I think Jimmy's still on there. You still on there, Jimmy?
Yeah, I think he going on a little bit.
Okay. Like I said, the heavy hitters, AFN, the
We come.
Unholy Alliance is taking a road trip.
Yes, we are. Yeah, we
Yeah.
is. Yeah, we
Yeah.
is. My bad. Yeah, we is.
Hey, Jew. We'll go ahead and mail you some pizza, man. We ain't gonna leave you
Oh,
out. We gonna
we,
make, yeah,
Oh
we
no,
we gonna we
no.
gonna make sure
we
you get some
we can
pizza now.
Uber. We can look. I know how Uber works. Look, trust me. We can send some food down there. We can order some food.
Right.
There we
Hey,
go.
shoot,
Next time I come up that way, I'm gonna have to come. Give me some
Hey,
jerk pizza.
Hey,
Boy, that sounds good.
Look, I'm gonna tell you when you get up here, just know we all going up there, bro.
Yeah,
we all going up there, and hell, we might watch some games up there while we at.
Hey, listen.
Hey, so hey, like you said, we got everything worked right. We talked to Jimmy. Might host a couple games up there.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
So we're gonna let everybody get their final takes in for the night before we get up on out of here, man. Jew, what's your final thought, man?
I mean, I ain't got no more final thoughts, man. Y'all already know. I just want to see a lot of this.
Everybody gotta do it. No, everybody gotta do it.
I just want to do that before every show.
That's it. Yeah.
I feel like Matthew Judon was a wrestler in his past life.
Yo.
You know what though? He got that face of Adrian Claiborne. You know how Adrian had that? He never was smart. He just got that stone face, like he just ready to knock somebody out.
Mm-hmm.
Bruh.
Oh shit! I'm about to say not by that goddamn picture that I saw of him. Hold on.
Oh no.
Hold on. No, you keep going.
No. We mean to end this because K-Style about to do some food.
All right. K-Style's about to find some criminal.
I had to make sure I had the name right because if you take the locks out, he looked like Isaiah Washington.
Oh wow.
If you pay close attention to it, it look like Isaiah Washington. Y'all tell me I ain't lying.
Oh man, but I'm gonna go ahead and go. My final thoughts is rotation. As long as we go ahead and keep this Atlanta Falcons team fresh throughout 4 quarters, we minimize the injuries and maximize the carnage. That's all I care about. Make sure you get that rotation.
Okay. All right, man. Mike, what's your final thoughts, man? What you got for people?
Shut the hell up with this Justin Simmons crap. We already got a Justin Simmons, okay? We already got D. Alford. We already have Richie Grant. Let these guys develop before we start. This is how you miss out on talent. Like Fourier is because you keep trying to bring in everybody else because you're not satisfied. Let these guys develop. If they don't, they won't. Like if you don't give them an opportunity, you will never know. Keep that $5 to $8 million in the bank. Let your guys develop, and then they don't develop the way that you think they are. You can go back to the drawing table and get another guy and trade for another guy. Like Justin Simmons look, he's been a free agent for a reason. Okay? He's been a free agent for a reason. I'm not trying to disrespect him as a player, but there's clearly something going on where a team has not picked up, quote unquote, the 54th or whatever the hell, the 50-something best player that they're saying. Clearly a reason.
I said he's a want, not a need. Y'all got mad at me. The need, we just picked up a need. If y'all want to know what a need look like, we just picked up a need.
Maybe they
That's
just
all I'm saying.
Maybe they just want to bend the
Helms out. Who are we developing? Well, you won't goddamn know if you bring in Justin Simmons.
Richie Grant. We still got Richie Grant. We still got guys on this team.
Yeah.
Michael Abernathy been playing well. Did y'all see him play in preseason? He did well. We saw D. Alford. We saw him. They got him at safety, working at safety. You will never know because you keep bringing in everybody else and spending your money. You will never know. How do you know you got a Matthew Judon? How will you know you have a Tom Brady if you don't give him an opportunity? He would have never been Tom Brady if you wouldn't have given him opportunity. Y'all don't even want to give these guys an opportunity before y'all start bringing in everybody else.
You got to remember, we live in a city, a societal city where if it's not flash, we don't want it.
Right.
Remember that.
But don't be surprised. We're gonna lose a small amount of depth for Matthew Judon, but the difference between Matthew Judon and Justin Simmons is Matthew Judon actually takes up a spot on the team that we have a need for. He's a complete player, not a specialist. That's a need. We already have a Jesse Bates, so you add him Justin Simmons. That's a luxury item. And what you has always said, we have had a bad habit of getting a lot of luxury items and not taking care of the need. So now we got a player that actually takes up a need. With him taking up that need, Jesse Bates, it enhances his play because now guess what? He can roam and sit on routes. So you get the best out of Jesse Bates by getting your needs met in players up front.
Hey, man. So, like you said, we got, damn, I can't believe I'm saying this. We about 3 weeks away from the season start.
Yes, sir.
This offseason went by real fast. It was a boring ass offseason. I ain't gonna tell you a lot.
Boring, boy. Lord, boy.
Let me ask everybody a question before I get out of here. Would you consider this to be one of the most boring off seasons as a Falcon fan?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's so boring to me.
Yes.
Boring and long.
Right.
Long, boy.
Right. I mean, we really didn't have nothing to complain about. We told y'all this was coming.
I think that's what it was. I think it was the fact that we're so used to hearing bitching, moaning, and complaining every day in the whole entire offseason that now that all the prophecies have been met, we didn't hear none of it. So I think this is what that was about.
Yep.
Because you got to think, the media is always bitching about a quarterback. The fans are always bitching about a quarterback. You got everybody
bitching about Arthur Blank not wanting to spend money.
Arthur Blank being racist.
We don't want to win now.
We don't want to win now. We didn't like this is like a continuation from January to September, and we done seen this play out for a very long time as Falcon fans. But I think because this year, because now they have fulfilled the prophecy of the media and the fans, ain't nothing. It really hadn't been nothing to talk about.
Nope.
It hasn't really been a lot to track and argue about because everybody's kind of been on the same page.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Y'all finally got that Burger King treatment. Y'all finally got to have it y'all way.
Right.
You're welcome.
But I think, like I said, I think at the end of the day, I think a lot of the fans are kind of having the feeling like we are, and like others have, and like this could possibly be that special season that we've been waiting on. But the thing is, I can anticipate that, but I still got to take it one game at a time because one slip up, season goes up in flames.
Yeah.
Now, they've taken the opportunity to try to cover up as much as they can, have a whole bunch of insurance policies just in case that one slip up happens. But hey, this is about to be one hell of a ride this year. This is about to be fun as hell to watch.
Mm-hmm.
So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children all ages, get your popcorn ready. So we about to be the witness to a brand new movie called The Atlanta Falcons Redemption Year. So until next time, we ain't here to play.
Ooh, no.
We here to stay.
Ooh, yeah, nigga.
You ain't gotta go home.
But don't say nothing about no Justin Simmons. Good night.
All right, Mike, you gotta hit that Prince note to end it off. Come on.
Nah, Mr. Terror Twin just ruined it with that bullshit Justin Simmons shit. So I'm not saying anything.
Y'all
They're
made
trying to
him
get a
mad.
damn Justin Simmons. We already got a fucking Justin Simmons on the damn team.
Good night,
You
you
want to
all.
spend another $8 million for a motherfucker you already got? The hell? That shit is crazy to me.
Hey,
Go to hell, Warren.
and truth. How, you know you got to close it out the right way, and how you close it out, man? Let you go ahead and bless us with it.
Goddamn Justin Simmons.
Put it on the alliance.
Get interceptions. We already got that.
The therapist, Mad Mike, 6-man, K Styles. I'm your man, OG Truth. With a 2, Hurts with a Z. We always seek and speak the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. See you in 6 days, 23 hours.
We out. Chill.
Good night, you all.
Bart.
Oh, Jew talk.